Are you sick of losing more fights than you win? Maybe you're always the first to go down, or your team just collapses the second the enemy pushes. Trust me, I know the pain. But here's the thing, winning isn't always about having cracked aim. Sometimes, it's about playing your role the right way. And if you're playing medium, you've got one of the most important jobs in the game. Do it wrong, and your squad will start to look at you for the reason you lose. But if you master it, you become the backbone of your team. So in this video, I'm breaking down how to play medium properly, from positioning to gadgets, when to push, when to heal, so you can finally stop feeling like you're the weak link and start being the teammate everyone wants on their side. If the video helps, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe at the end. Before we get into the details, let's set the stage, because if you don't understand what the medium's actual role is, you'll never play it properly. The medium isn't about topping the kill board. You're not the flashy entry fragger. You're not supposed to sit at the back like a sniper either. Your job is simple. It's balance. You're the glue that holds the team together. Think of it like this. Heavies take the hits. Lights make the plays. But mediums keep everyone alive long enough to actually win the fight. And that means two things matter more than anything else, and that is your positioning and your decision making. Too far forward and you die before you can even heal. Too far back, your team collapses without you. The sweet spot is right in the middle, right beside your heavy, but safe enough that you're never the first target. And that brings me on to this, your gadgets. You need to be thinking, what gives me and my team the most value? What gadgets are going to benefit your team, not just you? Since the release of Season 8, Heal Beam's given a huge buff and DMA was nerfed. Heal Beam is now the top pick in the meta, and you'll see that all pro teams run. But also, being a medium isn't just about pointing your Heal Beam at the team and hoping for the best. Your role is precise and impactful. If you think your job is to just sit at the back, healing the heavy while he fights alone, you're completely missing the point. The Heal Beam has a rhythm. There's a balance between over and under committing. You don't need to constantly keep your teammates at max health. Sometimes your teammates taking the shots allows you to open fire, take the enemy out while they take up that initial damage. But this video is not all about why the Heal Beam is a good pick now. As a medium, you need to be able to get your team around the map quickly, and to do that you need movement. Movement gadgets belong in any good medium's loadout. Without these, you're setting your team up for a slow, predictable gameplay. There's only two gadgets for this. These are the jump pad and the zipline. The jump pad lets you control the battlefield in ways other classes can't. You can reposition instantly and take angles your team can't get to without it. It creates pressure and it forces enemies to react on the spot. A team with good positioning and movement will instantly have advantage going into every fight. And with you providing this to them, you're creating real value for your team. You're allowing your team to get into these spaces, turning these tides in your favour. You have 2 spots left now, and personally Goo Grenade is a must. It's area control, zoning, disruption, it's all rolled into one. Landing a goo in the right spot forces enemies to move, split up or make mistakes. Combine it with mobility and heals and Goo Grenade becomes even more lethal. It's not just about what gadgets do the most damage in this game. It's about creating opportunities, controlling space and protecting your team. Blocking doorways, covering windows, creating choke points. The possibilities with the Goo Grenade are so vast that it just offers so much more value than a single-use frag grenade can. You can even pair the Goo Grenade with the jump pad to increase your mobility around the arena. The fourth choice has to be the Defib. The Defib isn't just a tool, it's a lifeline. In the middle of a fight, one well-timed revive can turn a losing match into a clutch, but it can also be a curse if you're using it incorrectly. It's the only item in the game that allows you to revive a player without manually having to do it. Remember, a bad revive can cost 2 lives instead of saving 1. In a good player's hands, it can be the difference between winning a fight and losing one. Time your revives well, wait for an opportunity where you have safety, numbers, or position to revive. Don't run into a room full of players and just defib them right in front of their eyes. You're simply just wasting your gadget and you're adding another death to your teammate's KDR. This comes with experience, and you can just think, would I be happy if I got revived that way? Now, just because you have a good loadout, you know how to heal. There's a few mistakes to avoid. Number 1 is don't branch off too far from your team. Don't get kited by that light so they can pick you off. Number 2 is you're not paying attention to your team's HP. If you're running heal beam, you need to be actively checking it to make sure they're in a strong position to either engage or defend. You need to be looking at that HP bar to make sure they're in a good spot. Number 3, as I said, reviving in bad spots. We've already gone over this, but it's still such a bad mistake to make, especially in lower ELO teams. And number 4 again, is being the first into a fight. You're not a heavy. Stay behind them and provide support. Play medium right and you won't just win more fights. Your teammates will actually thank you for it. If you're a solo player, you'll get more people wanting to play next game with you or send a friend request because they see you as someone they want on their team. And if you want to keep improving, check out my other video on 7 mistakes most players make. Trust me, you're probably making at least one of them.